Are we recording? We're recording. Hello. Hi there. Um yeah, this is a bit awkward. um yeah, it's been a while since I've done one of these, and if you are new to my channel, which probably within the last few months, maybe you have been, maybe there's still some of you floating about. I go by the name Leda on the internet, and this channel has been gone through many phases over the years, and right now this channel is just about anime. Mostly I have been uploading a lot of AMV videos, anime music videos. So all the plans I had for the channel, I'm not sure what's going on with that, to be honest, because I came out with a video, I think this must be, I want to say 7 months ago, a new direction for the channel, which the things I said in that video still very much apply. But, when you get really focused on your life, yeah. This is very spontaneous right now that I'm doing, because I have been very excited for the seasonal fall of anime. The fall season of anime, sorry, I was supposed to say. Don't mind me if I'm a little nervous because it's been a bit since I've recorded a video like this. And I thought it would be fun for myself and for anyone else that will be chooses to watch me. I decided I wanted to look through the fall season I did. So, because it literally starts like this weekend. And I was like, oh my God, it'll be daylight savings. If you don't know, I'm in Australia. So I'm ready for some longer days where the rest of the world, the Southern Hemisphere, will be going into darkness by like 4 o'clock. So it's kind of a weird time of year when this happens because everybody's like, me being originally from the UK, everybody's in the fall season, the fall feeling. And here I am, we are right in the midst of spring, in the beginning of spring. And everybody else is like, I'm ready for my pumpkin spice lattes and pumpkin pie and pumpkin anything. And here I am, well, I just want some sun. So forgive me if I seem like out of season, but yeah, this is what you're dealing with. This is what we have. So I haven't done one of these in so long. Looking at seasonal anime, I feel like there's a million things I could talk about right now, but we'll focus on seasonal talk. I have been watching a lot of seasonal stuff this year, I'll admit. Just this season just gone, which is summer, which is still weird to say. I managed to finish, is it a couple? My Happy Marriage. Holy crap. So good that is. So freaking good. Oh my God. I've read the first 2 light novels and I've not read all of them yet. And that's what got me hooked on this series. And oh my God, the adaptation was like more than I had ever hoped for, to be honest. It just kind of, knocked it out of the ballpark for me. So if you have not watched that, you should highly recommend if you're a romance fan. Like, it hit everything I love pretty much, historical. There was romance. There's a whole bunch of things. I could sit here all day talking about in detail. And I feel so rude. I have not even, I thought I was recording on OBS and I forgot I'm using StreamYard that I used to use. I could have used OBS, but I've forgotten how to use it. I've got to reaffirm myself with that. Sorry, going off topic. I do that a lot. The last, what was the other What is the other one I completely? Oh yes, the second core of Sugar Apple Fairy Tale. Oh man, I love that show, but like, can we just the ending? I just I feel salty about it. I am super salty. And I don't know if we're gonna get a continuation. I did not like how it ended. For like one reason. I did not like how it ended. And I'm just like, uh, this is so not fair. Oh. Yeah, so those are the two ones I've completed. I started watching The Undead Fast. Is it about that immortal head um of a woman who's an immortal and her head was severed, and then she hires or wants to get the help of a Oni, like an Oni demon. He's like half human, half Oni, and she hires him, to help her find the rest of her body that was like severed and stolen. And I can't remember if it was eaten. I've only watched like the first episode, so I can't remember. No, sorry, I watched the second episode. It's really good, and I think I've been holding it off because October's coming, and last year I wasn't in another spooky mood, but I'm kind of feeling it a bit more as we're getting a bit closer. And I have been watching like True Blood, the vampire series. I'm currently binging that at the moment, so that's been putting me in the mood even more. So that's should be a good thing, right? But yeah, that's kind of it for like last season. I've only just started binging the Ancient Magus Bride second season. It's a bit trippy watching this because I have not watched Ancient Magus Bride since it first came out. And it was so weird stepping into it again. But then everything feels really familiar again. But I'm only up to episode 3, but holy crap, it's good. It feels like it was meant to be to watch this right now because the second core is about to start for the fall season. So let's start off with that, getting into the fall talk. Yeah, so Ancient Magus Bride, it's somewhere on this tab down below. Yeah, Ancient Magus Bride, definitely will be watching all of that. No, hands down, that's it. I love that show. For many reasons, not just for the supernatural, like the fantasy, the magic, sorcery, all of that. Of following the character Chise and the turmoil she's dealt with. You really connect with her as a character, as someone who has had nothing but misfortune and just been treated like a piece of garbage. I love storylines like that, and the dynamic between her and oh god, what's his name? Why am I forgetting it? I'll get to his name. I've forgotten the Skullhead's name. Oh my god. Sorry. Let's get back to that because I'm having a brain fart right now. All right, let's get into this because I'm trying not to drag this out too much because I'm super late with this. I was just going to do a blog post because I run a blog. I was just going to do a blog post on what I was going to watch, but I was like, nah, we should record. We should talk because I'm good at that. I'm good at doing a lot of talking, apparently. So, first up, the fall 2023, which some people, I feel like every season that rolls around, everyone's like, there's nothing good here. Or like, this season is so disappointing. And you know what? I don't have that mindset. I can never have that mindset when it comes to seasonal anime. There is something interesting every season. Like, I don't understand, like, how anybody can say that, really. It just baffles me. And so I feel like this season is great. Like, last season had some great, like, summer season, I was like, there's not a lot I'm interested in here, but it doesn't mean you call it a seasonal anime garbage because it doesn't have what you want in it. But that's why you gotta wait because you never know what's gonna come around the corner. And hey, I'm really excited for like winter, and then winter anime. Yeah, the winter season. There's a lot of shoujo shit coming in, so there's something to always be excited about. So I feel like we should just take a seat back and appreciate what we get. So anyway, the first very one that we have right here. The Rising of the Shield Hero season 3. Now I am oh whoops, there goes my keyboard. I'm such a huge fan of Rising of the Shield Hero. I have a figure of Naofumi. I need one of Raftalia. The first season when it came out, was it 2017? No, sorry, was it 2019? Oh dear, my brain. No, 2019. It blew it out of the water for like isekai, brought something new. We had like a an anti-hero taking the helm of his own story when he gets sucked into the world where he is not needed as the hero. He's like tossed aside, and Naofumi repels against that, and that's where everything really takes flight in the first episode, which the first episode is it's a great premiere episode. I really enjoy it. It's about 45 minutes long, but it's what got you into it. I feel like sometimes, when episodes are just that bit longer, like 45 minutes, 50 minutes, it really sets up the dynamic for what you're about to go into. And that was great. That is what really got people's attention at that time for the Rising of the Shield Hero. Love the first season. Then we got on to the second season, because when the second season was announced, so at the same time was the third season. And I was like, oh, holy shit, yeah. Sorry, swearing, whoops. I was like, holy shit. They are making both at the same time. Double excitement. But, when it got around to watching the second season, it left me a little bit, I'm not sure about you. Less to say, I was a little bit disappointed of where the direction of the second season went. At the same time, I was too immersed in seeing all these characters again. I was like, I'm just not sure if I want to go into watching the third season, because the direction of the second season was not what I thought it was going to. And some of like the main villain, he was a bit, not that interesting to me. And going into this third season, now this seems to be about, the other heroes. They're supposed to have gone missing. I'm definitely going to watch the third season because I still love this show to pieces. We're going to see how we go. So obviously, as you can see, that is already on my set to plan list already. So yeah, Rising of the Shield Hero. I don't want to discourage from people watching it, because it's, the second season is where it makes it people. I get it why they were questioning it. And, I didn't know what to do with my feelings at the time, so I just wrote a big entire blog post about it. But I'm still excited, and we're still going to watch it because I just love Naofumi and Raftalia too much. Moving on. So I'm trying to cut this, my little splurges really short, otherwise we'll be here all day. So going into Spy Family Season 2. This is the second season, and then we have the movie that's coming out in December. Actually, the movie comes out on my birthday around that time. So I thought that was just funny timing. I really enjoy Spy Family. When the manga first came out, didn't really get into it. And then obviously it's really, for me, not until the anime comes out where I really get an interest in it. Whereas we have like My Happy Marriage. I read the light novel, first 2 light novels, and then the anime was announced, and just made me love it even more. But yeah, this show is like the most. It has the all-in-one anime package. It has everything that makes it work for it, and no wonder it has such a massive fan base. So definitely here for the second season. Can't wait to see where the plot goes. This series is just the mood. Like every episode, I don't know how you can't be not laughing. It is hysterical. Love it. It's a great anime for anyone just to get into as well. We can add it to that list. So there we go. Next one. Oh, hang on. Just need a mini break here. A lot of talking. Need a lot of water because it was really warm today. It's like 28 degrees. I forget what that is in Fahrenheit, because quite a few of my friends are like USA. And I always talk in Fahrenheit when we have talks, and I sometimes forget. So we are not even going to talk about this one, Goblin Slayer. I'm not hyped for it. I was like the rest at the time it came out. Watched the first episode, and I couldn't get past it. No, I was with everybody. Like, nah. I mean, like, there's a lot of things I can take when it comes to like anime, certain, content. But the first episode of Goblin Slayer, like, yeah, nah. That's where I put my foot down on that one, the brake pedal. That's it. Um, it's kind of a shame because I like the premise, but yeah, it's fine. I have accepted that. All those who are going to be a fan of Goblin Slayer, good for you. You've got some more coming your way. Alrighty. Now, I don't know why this is not set to planned, but yes, we have Attack on Titan. Well, this is like what the special, the final chapter special too. God, I could be here again talking about Attack on Titan the whole time. Such a dragged out series over the years. Oh, and how they've broken it down. I always be like the rest of the memes on the internet saying, it's like waiting for a Dragon Ball Z fight to end. That's how I would describe waiting for Attack on Titan to end. But it was leaked recently that on November 4th, it will finally come to an end. So let's just see if that will happen, or get dragged out to part 10. Who knows? I'm ready for the end of it, because a lot of people are waiting for the end of it because then they would like to go back and re-experience it, which I'm all for. So hopefully we get to the end of that. Now, The Eminence in Shadow season 2. Now, I actually started watching this on High Dive about a couple of months ago. I got halfway through it, and I don't know. It is a good show, but I lost interest. I don't know what it was. It has a good grounding basis for like the main character. It's really interesting how the main character is, he's creating, he wants all this power, and how he would run his own syndicate, his own sorcery group. He's kind of got this, for the greater good attitude, subdue all the evil criminals and all that. But it just, I don't know, it lost its humor kick for me. So it did a bit. But not to say this show sucks, because it does not. I just lost interest, but it does not mean you should not check it out. I'm sorry. And I'm such a fiddler with my hair. Well, I do apologize. But yeah, Eminence in Shadow, it's good, but yeah, no interest for me, unfortunately. Now, Spy Family Code White. Yeah, we've already discussed that. Of course, I'll watch that whenever it gets shown. Next one is Forever Beyond the Journey's End. Now, this is a new one by Madhouse. This is definitely going to be an hour and 49 minutes. Hang on a minute. Is that what? Sorry, I'm just looking because, what is episode 1? Is this going to be a series? Oh, it is, but the first episode, I'm just checking that it's actually a TV series. Oh, it is. Yeah, no, it's definitely a TV series, but it's like an hour and 46 minutes, the first episode. Holy crap. Okay. Now I know this one is a big favorite. So let's see. It's about the adventure is over, life goes on for an elf. Yeah, we got elf mage. So she's gonna outlive the rest of her former party. Okay. How will she come to understand what life means to the people around her? So this is about an elf mage fulfilling. She's going to outlive her comrades, and because she's got her own near immortality. Okay, and fulfilling their wishes. Okay, I already took interest in this initially, but I never really read about it. So, well, we're definitely going to read this. I know this is going to be a super popular one. And my God, the first episode is an hour and 45 minutes. Well, if that doesn't say what we're in for, then I don't know. Next one, Dr. Stone, New World Part 2. Now, Dr. Stone, I watched the first core of season 3. I love Dr. Stone. It's become one of my favorite shonen, which I never thought it would, because I remember watching the first 3 episodes with one of my blogger friends, and I never went back to it. And then maybe it was 2 years later, I went back to it, and I just was fully immersed in it, and I'm super into it. Like, I'm ready. But I will only be watching English dub because I've got a massive soft spot for the English dub. I do. So, yeah, that's where I'll be at with that. Super stoked. Now, this one is automatically on my list as well. The Apothecary Diaries, which I'm currently reading the manga of. I believe I currently have borrowed volumes. Is it 5 and 6 from the library? Yes. And, this is going to be good. Like, I already know it is. We've got historical and about a girl that is Mao Mia. I don't know how to say her name. Mao Mia. She is sold as a lowly servant to the, royalty, the emperor. But she has some cool quirks about her where she is able to suss people out, and she has some interesting training as well. And it's also about like solving a lot of mysteries that also happen, because that's in a period of time where a lot of people were trying to be attempted to be assassinated. So it's a really intriguing series. I'm so excited for the anime, like most people are, and I'm sure that's going to be a favorite. Not interested in Tokyo Revengers. I've never taken an interest and probably won't now, unfortunately. Now this one, Undead Unluck, I haven't even read anything about this one. All Fuko. Sorry, I said fucko. Whoops. All Fuko wants is a passionate romance, like the one in her favorite shoujo. Unfortunately, her unlucky ability makes that impossible. But just as Fuko hits rock bottom, swapped off her feet literally, and now she becomes an Andy's unwilling test subject as he works to find a way to trigger a stroke of unluck big enough to kill him for good. Okay. However, when the pair discovers a secret organization is hunting them, it puts Andy's burial plans on hold. Okay. That sounds pretty mad. We'll put that on the planning list. We might as well. Oh yes, here we go. This is oh God, what's the English name for it? Let me look. I have seen the TV series for this. The Girl in the Bunny Suit. Yes, this is Rascal Does Not Dream of a Knapsack Kid. Yeah. This is probably one of the strangest anime we can add to is one next to Ergo Proxy, which still Ergo Proxy is pretty interesting. Rascal is not blah blah blah. This is probably one of the most strangest anime I've watched. It's definitely one that makes you think, and I still even think about it even now. I'd have to rewatch the whole thing to really get my head around it. I'm not that excited for it, but at the same time, it still brings a lot of intrigue. But hey, we're not here for it. Sorry, y'all. Next we have Pluto. Now I know this was based. Oh, I know isn't it? I think this was recently distributed, like became available on like digitally on some platforms recently. I didn't realize there was an anime coming out for it. This is about a murder occurs in an orderly world where robots are unable to kill humans. Okay, that's interesting. That's a maybe for me. I'd have to read more about it. I'm quickly only going over things right now. Oh, look, it's my favorite genre. It's romance. I can see this already automatically going on my list. Let me have a look. The story centers on the relationship between a gloomy social outcast, Runa, and a popular girl. Their relationship begins when Ryota has to ask Runa out as part of losing a game, and she ends up going out with him after saying, well, I'm free right now after all. Oopsie. I'm like, oh god, it's so weird how this set up. They have completely different social circles, different hobbies. As they hang out with each other, they begin to recognize, oh, well, that sounds super sweet. So obviously we're going to add that. Romance always gets added. The Faraway Paladin. This takes me back. I remember I was watching this with someone. Oh, this was about a year ago. I got into, I think we got up to, I think I got up to episode 5. Was it episode 5? Yeah. And I couldn't get into it anymore after that. I couldn't. I think it was my experience watching it with this person that affected my interest for this show. So it's one I've debated revisiting because it is really interesting. I do think it might do well this season, but yeah, it's been a while because I can't remember when it actually came out. But that's a maybe for me if I'll revisit it. Okay, what we got here? A comedy romance. Oh yeah, rom-coms always win with me. Let's see. Joel Rentero tried and tried again, but after asking 100 girls on a date, he was rejected every single time. And in desperation, he prays for guidance, only to be told by God that his rejections were due to some cosmic error. Now the God is going to set things right by making sure that AG gets 100 dates. Okay, this sounds a bit kooky. 100 girls are destined to be AJ's soulmate unless he returns their feelings each and every time. They'll die in horrible accidents. Okay. Okay, we're gonna add this. As soon as it said we're gonna die in horrible accidents, we're gonna add that one. All right, girlfriend. I think I'm surprised it's getting a second season. I've known about this show for like a few years now. I never had a real interest, but I'm surprised. But that's the thing I think with like how anime is announced these days. That you think something is never going to get a next season, and then it just does out of the blue. Like Ancient Magus Bride. I'm trying to think of something. Oh yes, Black Butler is a great example. Like it's getting a season 4, like out of nowhere, it's getting a season 4, and that has been freaking years since the last season because I watched all of it. So yeah, it really goes to show in this period of era of anime that we are in, what is going to come out saying on Twitter. Sorry, XX. No, Twitter. I always still say Twitter. I'm sure everybody else probably does. You never know what's going to get announced. It is literally crazy. Because I'll, look on Twitter every day and I'll be like, wow, okay. And then I'll forget about it. And then I'll be reminded because it will be coming up so fast. And I'll be like, okay, hold your horses because I need to take a moment to breathe here. Yeah, I feel like these days with anime, we're not given a moment to breathe as usual with the amount that comes out. I feel like it's worse than ever. But anyway, all right. The next one, let's see. Ron Kami now Hashi's Forbidden Deductions. This seems like, yes, mysteries, crime, mystery, criminal. I'm getting vibes. I'm not sure about this one. I've seen this going around on Twitter and stuff. We'll put that as a maybe for now. And then I now know about this one. This is called The Kingdom of Ruin. Now this one interests me. Hence, I thought I hadn't added it. I had. Witches once blessed the human race with wisdom and peace. But culture signs of furrows surpass magic. Oh, I won't read all of it, otherwise I'll just bore you guys to death. This began the witch hunt unnamed. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. This, by the sound of it, I mean, it does interest me. Kingdoms of Ruin. The trailer interests me. You know, I'm all for a bit of like magic action type of thing. What did I give? I did the Jobless Reincarnation anime recently, about a month ago. I've actually watched all of the first season, but Rubius, it's got such an interesting isekai plotline. I love it. But yeah, that Jobless Reincarnation. I'm not sure I'm going to go back to the anime. I don't know. I'm on the helm with that one, just because of Rubius's character and where I feel the show's going to go, and I'm not going to like it. That's why I'm on the threshold with Jobless Reincarnation. Yeah. I'm not comparing the two between the Kingdoms of Ruin, but it's just that vibe of, you know, it seems like to be medieval magic type vibe. But maybe this one will be fun, so that's why I added it. And then we've got a popular one. We've got I'm in love with the Villainess. Now, I'm not sure if I'll watch this one yet. I don't know if I will. To be honest, the ones I've already added, I know I'm going to watch eventually, or I will immediately start watching it. I mean, it looks very fun. You know, there seems to be a pattern with the whole villainess type of thing. Obviously, we've got the main one over here, which I did watch this. Hang on, let me just remind myself of the actual English name. That would be a lot easier, wouldn't it? Yes, My Next Life as a Villainess, All Routes Lead to Doom. I have watched the first season of that, and it was a really fun series. Again, unfortunately, my watching experience was ruined by the person I was watching it with. It affected my enjoyment towards the series. So I have been meaning to revisit the series again, just on my own. And I feel like I would be hyping the series a lot more, but I feel like a lot of people have already hyped up the series. I didn't realize there was a movie coming out for it as well, but you can see where the influence is really coming from, especially for these types of stories coming out. But so I'm in love with the Villainess is a maybe, and this is a maybe if I wish to continue it. What's this? Ragnar Crimson. I don't think I took interest in that right off the bat, so we're going to skip that one. Demon Sword, Master Excalibur Academy. Ecchi doesn't really jump out at me, and I'm pretty picky with Ecchi series now. Pretty picky. Don't care about that because I have no idea what that's for. That's like a second core. Now, let's move on to something I'm actually really, totally, utterly hyped for, which is the Saint's magic power in Opium Omnipotent. Is that how you say Omnipotent? Season 2. I'm so excited. It's been nearly 2 years since the first season came out. And then this isekai romance. Sorry, isekai shoujo, but same thing, nearly. I'm just so excited. As it says here, we have 4 days to wait. I will be watching this intently. The trailer came out. I watched it actually yesterday, the full trailer, and I'm just super excited to see these characters again and where things might go with Say and her Blondie Knight. Yeah, I was like, there has to be a season 2 where this has to be explored. So yeah, we're all there for. Now, this one is the next one. We have The Vexations of a Shut-In Vampire Princess. I've seen this advertised quite a bit recently. Now, I'm all for anything vampire. Like, I just have I really do. Next to Romance and Mecha series, just in normal life, like anything vampire, like I'm all for. I really wish it was just called its own genre instead of classed as like a subgenre. But I'm gonna add this one because I am actually curious about it. It seems like a cute show about girls that are shut-in vampires, and yeah, it really piques my interest. It does. So I'm really going all out when it comes to picking seasonal anime, even though I'm still a bit picky. But I have really gone out of my zone a little bit towards newer, different series that I wouldn't normally watch. But yeah, I will give that a go. Yes. So this is the After School Hanakun. I don't think this was a new series that was announced. You know, the toilet. Was it Toilet? Oh God, what's the first season called? Oh yes, Toilet Bound Hanako. This is a series I have not watched yet. I would like to. I realized there was a new anime announced for this, but nobody knew what it was. It seems to be a TV short, 4 episodes. So I am interested in this, but I haven't watched the first season yet, so we'll put that off. We've got a action adventure, Shangri-La Frontier. I think I watched. Yes, I watched the trailer for this. Not that particularly interested in this one. Doesn't strike me. Moving on, Berserk of Gluttony. Why did I think that this one was inspired by Berserk, the actual anime? I probably totally wrong, but yeah, this one doesn't really interest me at this stage. Next one we have A Return as Magic Should Be Special. Don't know anything about this one. I'm gonna say no to. No, it doesn't. Just by reading the synopsis doesn't give me any vibes to watch it. Now this is an interesting one. This is a series that is related to a series I haven't watched yet, which is the sports driving anime, which is Initial D. So this is set in a future. So obviously, I would watch this if I had seen the actual original series, which I do plan to. So we'll add that anyway for like future reference when I finally get around to watching Initial D 90s anime. Now, I think the first episode has already come out for this by the time you see this recording. A girl and her guard dog. Just from the synopsis and the name of it and the visual, it automatically went on there. It's I don't know how this one's gonna go. I don't know. I'm gonna say I have a bad feeling, but I'm like, this might not be. I don't know if this will be a favorite for people. I'm not sure, but we're gonna watch it anyway because it's drama romance. I'm there. And as we said, Ancient Magus Bride season 2, part 2. Whoops. Add that to the planning list. And then I think this is where we're getting into the I want to say leftovers, but I know not main ones, because all the main ones are always stuck up top, and then we get into the ones where you've less heard about. Some OVA. Is that related to the slime? Oh, My Life is a Slime one. That isekai one. Haven't watched that one. This one, Stardust Telepath. Oh, what is this one? I remember seeing a visual for this that was really pretty, and I think it took my interest. But Slice of Life. I'm currently watching Akabe's Sailor Uniform at the moment. That's a really cute slice of life right now. So I'll consider that one if I really feel like I want to watch a slice of life. Shy. No, that that does not interest me, unfortunately. Don't know anything about that. I think that's related. Is that related to what is it? Sinners something. I know it's related to that anime. I can't think of the main name. Oh, let me see. Oh, Sinners. Oh, let's see. From name was it Kingdom Sinners something? Let's see. No, it wasn't the Garden of Sinners. I was thinking. Oh, it's on bloody Netflix. Anyway, I'll think of the name shortly, but no, it's definitely not that one. Anyway, Fooly Cooley season 4. Really? I had no idea. The sequel to I don't even have an interest in Fooly Cooley. Okay, we'll skip that. My daughter left the nest and returned as an S rank adventure. Now, I actually did take an interest in this. It could be fun. You never know. So I'll add that. I'm giving the disgraced noble lady I rescued a crash course in naughtiness. A crash course in naughtiness. I remember seeing this too. Actually, that was quite fun. We'll add that. Under ninjas still exist in Japan. They number around 200,000. So it's about ninjas. No. This one, don't know anything about that one. Tear Moon Empire. Now, this one, I remember I think this one's based off of a light novel. I'm pretty sure. I'm going to go in it and double check. You won't see the screen, I don't think. Yes, light novel. I remember seeing this. This was on my read list. This was. I don't even know what it's about, but I knew I took an interest in it because of the time period it's set in. I mean, look at it. Anything, European, Victorian era, anything like that. I'm not saying it's Victorian era, but yeah, it gives off the definite vibes. It sounds really fun. I know I'm going to like it. So, Overtake. This is about boys in their cars. No, thank you. Sorry. Arknights perish in frost. Isn't there? I just need to check this. Isn't there already something? Oh yes, Arknights Prelude to Dawn. I can't remember what the Prelude to Dawn's at. This is on my list actually. It had a real had a very it's not like an apocalyptic nearly type series, but it had that vibe, so we're gonna add that one. The story of a man turned into a pig. Oh, I remember this one. Not my usual cup of tea. In the body of a pig. Some of these ones where like people wake up in a world and they're like a spider. You got that isekai about they're a spider or they're a slime. They don't really entice me. I have tried this. I have tried the spider one. I didn't really get into that one. Yeah, we will skip that one. Maybe someday some storyline like that might get me into it, but I'm like, nah. All right, the family circumstances of an irregular witch. Ooh, witchy one. It's been a while since I watched a witchy one. Alyssa, a witch who lives alone in the woods, finds a human baby. Nah, that one doesn't entice me. Oh, more Fooly Cooley, the 5th season. Wow, there's like 2 seasons coming out in this fall season. But then like 3 episodes. Anyway, I have no interest in Fooly Cooley. Sorry. Paradox Live, the animation. Nope. Just nope. Now this one, this was actually the first series I was interested in for the fall season before anything else, which is Protocol Rain. It has there's about mystery, it's about online gaming. It just sounded really intriguing. So, and I watched the trailer for it and I really like the animation style. So, and I've never heard of Quad. I haven't. So, I'm keen for this one. This was purely based on curiosity, that one. I love Pretty Derby Girls, these horse girls. I never thought I'd be this obsessed with them, but we're getting season 3, so it says something that the fandom exists. So I'm excited for that one. A playthrough of a certain dude's via my life. No, see, an isekai title's really gotta entice me. And this even got the first ever exclusively shown as a premiere. Oh, okay. No, I'm sorry, I don't have an interest in that. Girls Panzo, never seen any of those. That's crazy how big the fandom is actually for this. It does make me interested, 10 girls, to be taking interest in it, but no. Yeah, I can't even say it. Camry Abri God app. Nah, don't interest. Now, we got another one. We got PA Works. I remember the very first series that got me into PA Works. It was Nagina Asakara. I was just blown away by PA Works' animation at the time of that. But then as I've watched other shows by them, what I really come to love about PA Works is just they've taken a dabble in different genres. They're not afraid to try. That's what I love about them as an animation studio. So this one is this one's a movie. I don't know when this will actually come out. I don't imagine this will come out like in the cinema. It's about alcohol, about a novice editor for a web news visiting a distillery. So it's about getting a business back on its feet. It is, and about a family business. And it says, sorry about me scrolling, it says PA Works in a nutshell. So this can be a wholesome watch. I already know it. I shall survive using potions. No, that doesn't interest me. This one I remember seeing going around. The Yakuza family consists of 4 brothers. Now, this is something that I could really get into, but not right now. Nope. 16-bit sensation of the layer. Nope, not interested in that. Good Night World. Okay, we're another online game. Planet. No, I don't have an interest at this stage. Any of the shows that I've said no to, I just don't. They didn't bring in an initial interest. And maybe later on they might, and I'll be talking about it somewhere on the podcast or the blog, whatever. We've got Firefighter Diego Rescue in Orange. Now, this was like a no-brainer for me. I don't know what it was. Why did this sound exciting to me? A firefighter anime. The only firefighter type anime I've watched, which was Fire in His Fingertips. If you've heard of that manga series, then it got adapted into an anime short. That's all I'll say there. But yeah, I don't know why. Just a firefighter anime. That was it, really, that really got me into it. Who knows if this will actually be good? I don't know where they could go with the series. We'll see. But yeah, it really enticed me. Idolmaster, no. The Imaginary, never heard of this one. It's like I think it's like a movie. No, don't have an interest in that. And I've seen this going around. My new boss is goofy after his power-tripping boss broke his spirit and his health. This is it for a new job in sales at an advertising agency. Able to move due to a stomach. What should I do if my new boss also abuses his power? Pretty Men. It's a comedy. Let's add that one because it looks like it could be funny. Mickey and Dally. No, thank you. Doesn't interest me. Akuma-kun. Nope. Pokemon Paladin wins. Oh, this is like a short series. I have not kept up with Pokemon in such a long time. I'm not going to say like, I don't want to say no to Pokemon. I don't think I'll ever say no to Pokemon, but nah. I think we'll just skip that one for now, purely because I have not watched that. Oh, look at this. Boys love. You know what we do here? We add to plan. We add to plan immediately. Yeah, nah, don't need to say much for here. Anything we get boys love, hey, I'm all here for. Now, this was an interesting announcement. So this is, when did this series come out? I believe this came out spring of this year, which is Kana of the Great Snow. See? This is the film. I didn't realize we were going to get a film for this. Now, this series did not get a lot of hype. It didn't. I think it's because of like the animation style. I really actually enjoyed this show, and for what it was, I did. I really did, and I really would love to talk about this series at some point. But yeah, kind of the Great Snow. Not expecting to get a movie, but I'm glad because I was really keen to see where things were gonna be for the main characters, of what their world was going to look like. I really loved the world that this anime was set in. It was just I don't know, it was so interesting to me. So I'm definitely going to watch the movie, and I didn't even know it was coming out this season, but God knows when I'll actually get to see the film. We got Hypnotic something division by don't even know that. And then we've got Concierge. It's like a fantasy that could be funny. Maybe. Maybe we'll just add it. It's a movie. Don't know that movie. We're going into the movies and TV shorts now. I just realized. Digimon Adventure 2 The Beginning. I did not realize our Digimon Season 2 was going to get another movie. So this is telling the story of the first person to ever partner with a Digimon. Wow, okay. Well, anything Digimon, we're going to watch. I recently completed Digimon Try this year, all of the movies, and I loved the first 3, but then the last 3, left me a bit That's all I'll say. Even though I was so excited, I half loved it, half didn't. There were things about it which at some point I'll get to express. Rail Roman Cinquest. Ensign Quest. I didn't think this was going to get season 2, even though it's about trains and railways. No, thank you. Don't know this special. Captain Tsubasa. This is a pretty popular one about soccer, and I haven't checked it out, and I didn't realize it was still going. We'll leave that one for now. Pokemon Concierge, don't know that one. This is where we get into the things where I'm not even heard of. Bullbuster. Mysterious creatures are terrorizing an island. It's a mecha. Is it a mecha? Oh, I'm enticed now. As soon as I saw a mecha. So, lacking the monster eradication. Bullbuster. Okay, we'll give this a go. We've got Slice of Life. Now, this is another one that came up on my radar that I noticed. A dog signal, but a dog trainer that connects dogs and people. That's it. You sold me. Okay. This will be a nice, humble show to watch. Now, moving on to this one. I have never watched any Precure in my life. And I'm immediately interested now because this is one, apparently, this is the to commemorate the 20th anniversary. This is one where they're all adults. And I'm immediately interested. And I can see Toei Animation Studio Dean. I can see it in this visual here. Now it makes me want to watch Precure and get to a good point where I can actually watch this. I'm excited for fans for Precure that are probably ecstatic about they get a series where they go into adulthood, which does not happen with the Magical Girl series. So this is pretty special. So good for you guys. I'm going to add it for later. Let's see. No, that does not interest me. Let's see, a story about Boys Choir Club. Nah. Don't know this one. B Project. I'm sure a lot of people are going to be excited about this. Haven't watched any of it. So obviously I'm not going to add it because I haven't seen it. Precure. Oh, movie celebrating the 20th anniversary of the Precure franchise. Cool. Gundam Build Metaverse. Oh, I haven't watched any of these Metaverse ones. I haven't. Oh, makes me want to add it, but I don't know anything about it. Beyblade. Wow. You know, from the Beyblade I knew, that was the best Beyblade ever. You know. Beyblade G Revolution is my favorite Beyblade season ever. And the first two, obviously, but G Revolution is what I grew up with. And then we get to some of this, and it doesn't spark any interest. I'm sorry, even though I love Beyblade. Oh, yes, this is a little arc episode, which, of course, we're going to add on. Bring on season 6. Pole Princess movie. Now, I got interested in this immediately about poles. I'm not sure about the animation. We'll have to see about that. And just looking all the way down, yeah, there's pretty much nothing else. So that is pretty much everything for the fall season that I've gone through that I've real interest in. So there are some interesting ones. I think there's a good mix here, but I feel like I say that about no, I don't say that about every single every single season. But yeah, this was really fun to do again, just go through the fall season, because when I do, I get even more excited, and probably what's going to happen as usual, I'll get behind on stuff, and then before I know it, it's the merry-go-round of the seasonal game. The next season's going to roll around. I'm going to be like, yeah. No, this will be great. Seasonal anime is great for just those in-between moments when, yeah, like, you know, you're going to be bored shitless and you're going to be like, yeah, I really need to watch something in between. So it looks like I'm going to be watching about 10 plus anime, roughly. That's if I keep up with it. I only ever end up keeping up with the ones I really want to keep up with. And then you got all the side anime. But I really hope you enjoyed listening to me talk about what anime I'm excited about. And it's just fun always in general to talk about anime. Always. Doesn't matter how I do it, if it's through my podcast, if it's the blog, I'm excited. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I would hopefully going forward, there will be more, because that is my plan, especially for going into 2024, to be at least the odd video, whatever it is, whatever kind is on the brain. But yeah, look out for any more spontaneous ones like this. So hope you enjoyed. If you would like to follow, because I'm not that active on like YouTube right now constantly, I'm definitely a lot more active on my blog, which is at leaderkinner@wordpress.com. And I also have a solo podcast called Anime One at a Time, where I put out a new episode at least every month. And there always is extra. I am pouring a lot more extra of my time into that. So those are the two places where I talk about anime quite a bit, if it's not here. But yeah, thank you for watching, and see you in the next video, hopefully whenever that is. Bye.